I remember someone's brother got caught like looking at porn because he was doing the same thing where he printed out the pictures and like the printer ran out of ink. So he just like forgot about it, and then his mom like replaced the ink in the printer, and the printer was like immediately, just like a woman's pussy getting fucked.
Just the bottom half.
Yeah. Oh, good pussy. Lord. Yeah.
Oh, we got a virus, Mom.
Yeah. And you know, it's funny. You think like, oh well, adults know all what that is, but like people didn't really like suck dick or eat pussy until like the 80s or 90s. I'm serious. I'm not even kidding.
They sucked and fucked, dude.
No, they didn't suck dick.
True.
No, it is true.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, in like
they
the 50s. I mean, if you go back to the 50s, that was like.
No, they were sucking and fucking.
They were sucking dick, dude. The whole Kinsey thing. Come on.
That was later. That was in the 60s. That was during like free love and stuff. Like 50, like older. Yeah. I guarantee you your grandparents...
like old Greek orgies and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Like 300 BC.
300 years ago. But I'm talking about an American culture in like conservative America in like the first half of like your grandparents, your granddad probably never put his dick in your grandmother's mouth. Maybe when he was in the war.
I don't believe that.
No, maybe when he was in the war over, seas and he, got sucked off by somebody over there. But like, you don't put your dick in your wife's mouth. That was like the
in Lover's Lane when they're fucking necking, they get a malt and then they go fucking over an overpass and they're fucking
those people didn't
making out.
Yeah,
you don't think they're getting their dick sucked? That's you're definitely getting beaten off.
No.
What?
Yeah,
I think I'd have bored him back then. Yeah, you at least tried. I think.
Dude, they're getting beaten off, dude.
Nope.
Well,
I disagree.
We'll have to table this.
It was only P and V.
No, dude. They're in T-Birds. You don't think they're getting sucked off in a T-Bird?
No.
How are you gonna fuck in those little cars, dude?
They're not getting sucked off. I'm telling you, conservative 50s America. Look, I've read every one of Bill O'Reilly's books. He talks about it. He said, "I've never fucked," and it's because of the culture. It has nothing to do with me.
I wanted to fucking. I'm gonna do some historical research. I feel like I've seen porn from like black and white porn.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, people that produce porn were doing that, but I mean, like contemporary American.
Norms.
I'm not saying blowjobs didn't exist.
Right.
I'm saying like the average American.
It wasn't the norm.
Yeah, an average, like the same way that most people don't fuck their wife in the ass these days.
What?
I mean, everybody fucks in the ass.
I'm not a big anal sex guy.
No,
yeah.
I'll throw it in.
It's just one of the like. I bet it's like pissing on your girlfriend's face.
Ah, okay.
That I like. But, I mean, when she's running her mouth.
Sure, I've done it. I've done it, but I mean, is it a thing that happens all the time? No.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Well, the one thing I want to talk about more about getting caught beating off. Because I had a fucking, because my mom, I grew up in this utopia where my fucking immigrant parents didn't use computers, so I was going fucking crazy, dude. I was like beating off to the strangest shit, and the first thing my mom found was the first time she learned fucking computers. I was on some vile shit. I just got a call from my mom, and she was like, someone was on crackhoreconfessions.com. I was like, what are these crack whores? I was like, oh, I don't know, mom. It's probably Nick and George. Just throw my little brothers under the bus.
Yeah.
It was just like,
that happened to me. I was like, me and my friends are going to the pool, and my friend Zach's stepdad is like, so Nick, what's up with these Playboy magazines? Yeah. I was like, excuse me? And he was like, all these Playboy, and then Zach's like, oh yeah, those are mine. And I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, oh, Zach, you piece of shit. He blamed me.
Yeah.
He said it was my fault. Luckily, he copped to it at the last minute, but.
Yeah, that's I was beating off to some vile shit, dude. LimeWire, did you ever beat off to
LimeWire? It was a fucking risk. You at least now you have the thumbnail and you know what you're going into. Those you spend like 30 minutes downloading, and God knows what it's gonna be. Yeah.
I used to download a still from the movie Swordfish, Halle Berry, when she was like tanning and drops. I used to download that.
It was shocking that she did that.
I would download it, beat off to it, delete it. And then an hour later, like, download it again.
I feel like a real hacker when you were doing that. You were just like,
it was like the movie Swordfish.
Yeah, that's what that movie's about. It's about hacking while you get your dick sucked.
that's literally.
Yeah. I like that he has trouble hacking while the blowjob is going on. Yeah, that's the only scene I remember.
And the whole time you're jacking off, you're like, David Justice didn't know what he had. Didn't know how lucky he was. Yeah, I liked. She was in the rotation for sure. I'm trying to think who else made.
There was a specific picture of Salma Hayek with only one tit out.
Wow.
Did you guys ever see that one?
No.
But
that might have been a fake, but it was a very good fake. Salma Hayek was a big
She was big.
Huge.
From Dusk Till Dawn was huge.
I used to
Oh,
beat off a
boy.
lot to Miss September 1980.
Really?
Yeah.
I did like the old, like you would come across like a 1960s, and they just had the cone titties with like giant nipples. Something about that you don't see that anymore. Maybe the bras were
Not a fan.
forming them that way.
Not a fan.
It was like a fun, and you also had some very
There was this shitty old
big
comic
titty
in
women.
Austin one time. I go into the Velveeta room and he's just drunk, and he's like an Austin staple. This guy like Carry On. Everyone loves him. I don't know why I'm shitting on him, but it was very much a thing where like for 45 years he was the only comedian in Austin.
Right.
So it's like, how funny is this guy? You know, he's not really. You know?
Right.
And he's just drunk and he's in the Velveeta room. And he's like, you know, back then the girls, they just had these big old pair of just like torpedo-shaped tits. These big old titties that torpedo shaped like the fins on a big old Cadillac. These big old tits, and you could see them, and then the bra be swinging in the wind. These big old tits, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You fucking retarded old man. This is the shit you beat off to 400 years ago. There's no punchline coming. You're just drunk.
Oh, that was him on stage?
Yeah, this is him on
Oh,
stage.
no.
I thought he was making conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of Austin. He just has a stroke up there.
Oh, yeah. No, there's this other guy, Art. There's all these guys from the 80s, back again when nobody was
Right.
doing comedy.
Yeah.
And so,
And
you
you
know.
watch it and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
God.
and all these guys were friends with Bill Hicks because, you know, he was around back then.
Right.
And they all sound like him.
Yeah, there was
And
this guy.
Kinnison, they're like, that devil.
Kinnison's great. Kinnison's
Kinnison,
great
Louder Than
fucking
Hell is
guy.
one of the best albums
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
ever.
yeah.
I love Kinnison.
I'm not
What
even-
I don't
so
love
many
are the
people
Kinnison
stole.
clones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about the lower level guys. I'm talking about the people that were legitimate like open micers that wouldn't last at 6 months if they started now.
Right.
Who populated the scene. There was this guy Art Mack that I guess had been around forever, and Bryson was just waiting in the foyer of the Velveeta room one time, and Art like stands there next to him, and you know they're just standing there next to each other awkwardly, and Bryson's not going to start conversation with him because he's they really know the guy, and like Art's like waiting for something to say, and they stand there for like 20 seconds, and then Art looks around and he goes, used to be girls that came here to fuck the comics. And then he gets nothing on that and just leaves.
He thought he was really going to bro down with
Yeah,
him,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Bummer.
Fuck, it would be nice if more women just explicitly came to fuck comics.
You
Yeah.
fucking got laid last night.
Yeah, that's true. That literally did happen to
She
me.
literally walked up to you and said, do you want to come home with me?
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, it was. That's true, but maybe more of that. Yeah, if it could happen literally
This
every
is a
time.
good time. It's a good time to be a comedian.
It is
yeah,
a good
we're going
time,
to
you're
take
right.
Cometown on the road, and if you want to fuck Stavros, you
Yeah,
can pay me, well, you give him the money, but he has to give it to me.
you're fucking
$100.
turning me out, dude.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, I can't wait to fuck this girl. I just go in, it's like 4 dudes. Yeah, time to fuck Stav.
I'm just getting a manicure with the money.
In the same room, though.
What I tell you,
with an apple in your mouth. It's like, I wonder if he's hanging in there.
yeah, he's my little piggy pie. Don't fuck him up now. I gotta sell that ass all week, baby. Daddy need his toenails back.